Hello! Welcome back to Tallon 4. On the last episode, we got the flamethrower as well as the last items in the game. So, we're about to finish this 100% walkthrough guide of Metroid Prime. We have all the energy tanks, all the missile tanks, all the items, the max amount of power bombs. Pretty sure it's 8. I kind of had a huge, a lot of anxiety last episode. So yeah, I have 8. So you start out with only being able to have 3, plus 5 tanks, which gives you 1 each. So if... Okay. I was like, why is it giving me another power bomb? I'm still having some anxiety until I get this final upgrade, or this final item. This is the impact crater. This is the end of the game. You can come here anytime you want, but I decided to not come here until the end of the game to get the final artifact, because this is kind of out of the way. So I saved it for last. And it is right there. You can't see it. I don't know why you can't see it. It should be there. I can't see anything. Okay. Just so dark all of a sudden. I have my window open in my room, so it's pretty much why. This should be it. The last item in the game. Let me read what this says. This is the last artifact as well as the final item in the game. It's located at the artifact temple laying out in the open amongst all the other Chozo statues. This is artifact of truth, the first of 12. Oh, you got 100%, dude. Look at that. 100% item collection. That means we're gonna get the final ending in the game. I was so scared that I missed one. Bruh. Nice. I don't have to re-record anything. Man, that's really anxiety-inducing. Now we fight somebody, our favorite friend, best friend. Oh. Look at him in all his holographic wings. Glory. This is why we're here. Okay, I gotta wake up. Because this is a fight. But first, before we do that, let me read off. Alright, so this is Meta Ridley. Ridley begins by flying around the crater below. So we'll have to wait until he swoops in close to attack. When he's close, he'll frequently fire a beam of red energy. Using a double jump or strafing to the sides are good options to avoid it. When he quickly flies by, he'll lift his wings over his body and fire missiles at the ground. Doing a double jump here as well is a good way to avoid their splash damage. When Ridley flies in close for a bit, we want to try our best to fire a super missile at his chest to inflict heavy damage. Around are pillars that can be destroyed in the crossfire for health and ammo drops. After a while of battling him like this, his wings will burn off, rendering him grounded for the rest of the fight. I will wait to read that description until we reach his final phase. Plasma beam does some pretty good damage to him. That's why it says maximum firepower recommended when you scan him. Ooh, yeah, try and be in the air when he does that. So then the splash damage will not be so lethal. He just healed us. Thanks, man. See if I can't. Oh, never mind. Bye. He just dipped, man. Where you going? Come back. You're making me waste missiles, dude. Ooh. Oh, dang. Oh, I should have waited till he did that. Do it again. Please do it again. There we go. Oh. Nah. He got away. We should be getting pretty close to, you know, his chest should be breaking off pretty soon. Ooh. You can do that thing. I'm waiting. Yes. There you go. That's what you want to do. I'm gonna wait till he opens his chest up like that. Alright, so this is the next phase. I'll go ahead and read the final part. After a while battling him like this, his wings will burn off, rendering him grounded for the rest of the fight. This is the last phase of the battle and is quite long, so try to take as little damage in the first portion as you can. Having all of the energy tanks should seriously benefit in this fight. In his final phase, he likes to stomp 3 times in succession, creating a shockwave before doing a different attack. We should always keep our distance from him throughout both portions of the battle. He'll occasionally rear up for a charge attack towards us. Right before he dashes, he'll open his mouth, blast a charge shot. When he does, blasting a charge shot when he does is a good way to maximize damage and leave him open to attack his chest, which is his weak point. He speeds up the closer he gets to being defeated, so be very careful and try to telegraph his attacks accordingly. The fight is long and arduous, but once Ridley is defeated, we'll gain access to the final area in the game. Okay. Woo! I wasn't ready for that. So you want to shoot him whenever he opens his mouth. We're able to get in a super missile if we are fast enough. There we go. Oof. Yeah, so sidestep before he does that. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Ah. Dang, that wasn't really much. Ah. Yeah, that's not gonna be fast enough. Dang, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good bite, dude. Oh yeah, and he'll swing his tail around. Oh my goodness. You do it again? Dang, I'm trying. I'm not really as concerned about... this stuff as he is, at least. Woo! Yeah, alright. I'm trying too hard. I just need to embrace the plasma beam. Oh, too early. Here we go. He's almost done. He's almost dead. Like one more will do it. Whoa. Dang. Oh my goodness. Here we go. What? There we go. Goodbye. Oh. Yay. But they're the bad guys. Popping my toes. This episode may not be an hour long like the other ones. I might just have to collide them together. There might be some editing I need to do in the previous episode to kind of fit them in. We'll see. We will see what I decide. Bow wow wow. Okay. I might be at a oh no, there's a missile recharge station. We don't get a map room for this. I don't think we do, at least. Maybe we do? I don't know. Well, this is the impact crater thing. This is the final area in the game. What if we hit A? Oh, yo, that's so cool. I've never actually hit A while I've been here. I've just beaten the game without doing that. Cool, it's purple. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is the last area in the game. You cannot... this phazon does hurt us, so keep that in mind. It is more concentrated. Also there's gonna be some of these Metroids. They never stop spawning, so if you just wanna go, then there's a bunch of platforms throughout this room. Yeah, okay. Also, the power bombs are really useful here. Because you can just... I try and save them, though. They come in real handy with... Excuse me? What was that? See, they just constantly respawn. It's pretty annoying. But you should be able to make your way through. This is definitely a welcomed room after that fight and those Metroids. If you're quick enough, you shouldn't have to use any more missiles if you just wanna go. Whoa, they can knock you down though, so be careful. Be very careful. Get off me. There we go. Alright, this is the last room before the final boss. So... Oh! Alright, here we go! It's been a long journey, but we're almost done. Okay, let me read this. Okay, so this is the Metroid Prime. In its first form, the Metroid Prime will consecutively change between 4 colors that match our beam weapons. Whichever color it is will be the beam it's weak to. The colors go as follows. Yellow is Power Beam, purple is Wave Beam, white is Ice Beam, and red is Plasma Beam. The trick to this fight is to use charged shots for only the Plasma Beam and Wave Beams, while using Super Missiles and the Ice Spreader to deal the most damage and preserve ammo. It's to also keep our distance so we can dodge his incoming fire from above. Dodging left and right are good ways to avoid his homing missiles from above. The same goes for when it gets ready to fire a large beam at us. Watch out for its ice attack and ice laser. Both of these attacks can freeze us similarly to the one Thardus uses. As soon as it reels back, activate the Morph Ball and get down into one of the trenches that are located in the ground. Then boost to the opposite side of the room and quickly exit Morph Ball mode to re-enter combat. If it unleashes two green energy beams, it'll grab hold of us and try to reel us in. We can break out by activating Morph Ball and using the Boost Ball to get away. As the fight progresses and we follow the Metroid Prime through what seems like endless chasms, it will start to quickly switch between its colors. It will even change colors randomly as a ruse for a charge attack. We need to stay on our toes as the fight progresses. The last thing to be aware of are the 2 large floating projectiles it fires. They will slowly hone in towards us, but can be rid of with a charge shot or 2. Once its health is depleted, the Metroid Prime will fall through the wall of the cavern. Follow it down there. Okay. I believe we have a cutscene. Yes. So this fight has many phases, and whenever it is, like I said, whenever it turns yellow or white, you want to pack it with a super missile or ice spreader, because that does the most damage. And then it'll do that. And if it turns purple, oh goodness, or red, you want to use charge shots. You also do not want to be up close with it. There we go. Get him, Samus. Okay, so these things can be dealt with a charge shot. Unless it does that. Oh gosh. Which if it has those two things out while it's about to charge at you like that, there's not really much you can do. Just kind of have to, I guess, try and dispose of the two orbs it summons to gradually fly at you first, and then pack it with a super missile or damage. Okay, that's white. So we want ice beam. Woo! Ice beam's a bit difficult. You need to time it because it'll just reflect back at us. And then you can shoot a missile and it'll usually aggro. Woo! What if I want to play the game when that's happening? Why can't I be the one to do that? This is what I was talking about. No, I didn't turn around. I was stuck going forward. Woo! What the heck? He's poison? That's new. I don't remember doing that. Yeah, so usually after it isn't a color and it gets aggravated like that, it'll charge at you. So try to always be ready for that. Oh, whoops, I just shot a not charge beam. Whoops, I just sidestepped into that, didn't I? Give me the missiles. Give me. Oh yeah, so those energy ball things, they do drop ammo and health if you want to try and make use of that. Right. Woo. Ooh. Oh my gosh, what the heck? There's a bird at my window. There's a bird at my window. It's so cute. Just leave me alone, Metroid Prime. I'm trying to take in nature. Come back, birdie. Sorry to break the immersion, but not even Metroid Prime is good enough to ignore nature and the beauty of it. Sorry about your bad luck, video games. I'm not really excited for virtual reality at all, actually. I feel like it's going to be a big misstep, if you will. I'm not talking like Oculus virtually. I'm talking about like, you know, actual. Oh, that's smart. Oh, okay. That's actually really smart using that on me. Ah, see, I thought you boosting ball was supposed to be what gets you out of it, but I guess not. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pack one of. Oh, okay. Woo! He's getting mad. He just rarely ever does that to me. Like the green beam. I go, ooh, what? That doesn't make sense. How can he do that if he's frozen? I can't find the hole. Ooh, I still didn't get hit somehow. Alright. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. We did it. Game over, man. The end. Look at her, she's just so chill. She's like, wow. Yo, it's Sheen from that episode of Jimmy Neutron. There he is. Come at me, Sheen. Alright, let me read this. So this is core essence of Metroid Prime. This is the final boss in the game. None of our weapons will work on it. That's a fun way to start off a tutorial guide. None of our weapons will work on it. The creature will very often release a shockwave blast all around the chamber, but it's extremely easy to dodge with a double jump. The pillars around the room explode from the shockwave. They'll release items. If it points its tentacles down to the ground, it'll create a small pool of Phazon. The boss will then disappear. Can only be seen with either the X-ray visor or thermal visor, and occasionally the combat visor if it disappears while using one of the others previously mentioned. The goal is to stand in the pool of Phazon to activate our Hyper Beam. When doing so, quickly lock onto the Metroid Prime and blast it. Keep doing this until it's defeated. Eventually the Metroid Prime will start spawning various Metroids while placing down the pools of Phazon. The normal and Hunter Metroids can be disposed of with the Ice Beam, followed by missiles. With the Fission Metroids, it's quicker to turn into Morph Ball and place a Power Bomb down in the pool of Phazon to get rid of them. Once all is said and done, the Metroid Prime will be defeated and you'll get to see the secret ending, as well as unlocking the agonizing hopes of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes being remastered. Alright. Fair enough, dude. Man, I really hope there's a second one. If there isn't, I don't know, we'll see. I might just have to play normal Echoes. Alright, here's when he's gonna disappear. There we go. Woo! Alright, now which one are you doing? Ew, my least favorite, but still cool. Ah. Oh, dude, you can just... You can just decimate the Metroids with the Phazon Beam. I've never actually done that. That's nice. Add that to the list of things you can do. You don't even need to worry about the bird's back. The bird is back. Are those fission ones? No. I might waste ammo or something, maybe. I don't know. Which one are you in? Woo! Where are you, dude? Woo! Woo! Come on. This fight is... I think I like the last fight better. Actually. Last fight's... pretty, I think the last fight has a lot more coordinating and planning out. This one's just kind of sporadic and a bit chaotic, which, I mean, I guess makes sense because he's in his, like, he's kind of cornered or whatever, right? He's in his final effort, his final phase. Alright, this is where I'm gonna go ahead and... Why is it... What, it just forced me to turn back into that. Woo! Maybe two more? Just playing jump rope over here, basically. Are you dead? You're dead. Yes, we beat the game! That's it, dude. That's the end of Metroid Prime. Wow! How about that? Oh yeah, this is the part where you find out that Dark Samus is literally just a suit. We don't get to do the evacuation. We did at the beginning though, so I guess we did have that. Oh, and there's a one at the end of the second one. You can't have a Metroid game without the evacuation. Woo! Wow. That looks nice. That looks really nice. Not the destruction, just the effects. Wow. Cool. She looks a lot more normal in this than in the original. She looks really weird, like an old lady. They made her look younger, which, you know, it's at the beginning of her. This one takes place after the first Metroid, so that lines up. She should look pretty young, right? Rather than in the original Metroid Prime at the end when she has her helmet off, she looks like she's like 40 or 50. Her face is just so like, which I mean, that's the graphics, right, for that time, but I don't know, the original still looks good in my opinion to this day. Not as good as this, obviously, but I think I think you can take Halo Reach and Metroid Prime and you can compare the graphics pretty well. They look, Retro was doing something back then. Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 you can compare to Halo Reach, I believe. Halo Reach does look better, slightly, but not by much at all, which is insane because that game's like 10 years ahead of these ones, at least. I think it was like 2012? Or was that 2010? I don't know. I should play through Halo. I love Halo. I'm actually in the middle of playing through it on Legendary all by myself. It's not something I think I'd record though, because it's just I'm like a masochist, I guess, in a way. I like putting myself through arduous, harsh, difficult games. I'm not talking like Dark Souls. Dark Souls is difficult, but Dark Souls, there's not like a highest difficulty, right? There's not a difficulty level for that game. They don't have a hyper mode in this one, which kind of sucks. They just have easy, normal, and hard. Hyper mode is something that can only be found in the trilogy version, I believe. So, maybe I can play Prime 2 Echoes. Just play through it instead of doing a 100% guide on it, because if they do make, you know, a new remaster for that game in the future, I'm gonna want to have that and play that and have it be more relevant, right? Like this one, even though it's been I don't even know, they phantom dropped this game back in like February, or yeah, because I met with somebody. It was crazy. I met with somebody to talk with them, and then after I got done talking with them, it was cold. It's like on a cold day. I got home, took a nap, and then I wake up, and it was almost like on cue. I wake up, and then I open my eyes, and then my phone rings right then. It was so weird. So I answered my phone, and my friend was like, "Dude, did you see the direct?" And I was just like, "No, I didn't even know there was one today." And he was like, he sent me the trailer for. He was freaking out, and I wasn't. But man, it was just crazy. They phantom dropped the game on a very, very important day of my life, actually, which is weird. It's crazy. I don't really believe in coincidence anymore. But that's a whole other story. Especially after that happened. Tom Angus? Like Angus beef? Thanks, Tom Angus, for this game. I'm not sure what you did. I wasn't really paying attention. Darren Bartlett. Nice. Okay. Tony Clark. Da, 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 da. I need a gush. I can finally gush about the game. I think I already complained about Super Metroid's grapple beam as compared to this game's grapple beam. This game's grapple beam is oof. It's on par. There's some challenging parts with it, but it's not like some areas in Meridia that are just like, dude, I don't know, it's rough. But I remember this was like the first T for Teen game that I ever played. Whenever I was like, I think 4 or 5, I'm not sure, but I remember it. Some kid brought a picture. No, he brought it. I think he actually brought it to class for show and tell, or showed it in a picture, and I recognized who that was because the first Metroid game I ever played was Fusion. So I knew who it was because she had a gun arm. Yeah, but I don't know, I like the Fusion design. She has like Batman fins on her arms. It's like one of the only designs. Does she have them in Dread? I don't think she has them in Dread, does she? The little fin things? I'd have to check. But yeah, I hope you, based on the work of Metroid Prime, the original Nintendo GameCube and Wii versions development staff. Thank you for making a remaster, people. Retro. I hope you're making a second one. Da, 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 da. Whee! Yay. That's it. That's the end. Hey, bro, she does look really young, man. I'm glad they made her look younger. Da, ba, 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 ba. There you go. You got 100% now, right? Unless you missed one. It's so much anxiety. Have the possibility of having missed one, dude. I can't even. To completely record it all over again. Go back and be like, oh, dude. I actually did have to do that. But yeah, I hope you, not the entire thing. Just like the last 2 episodes. I recorded them and I missed one of the artifacts. And I was like, yeah, no, I want it to be one fluid. I don't want to have to backtrack at all. Period. Right. I want it to just be one fluid motion throughout the entire game, which it was. So I hope that this path, it may have been, I don't think that 6 hours is necessarily accurate. Maybe? Got 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes, 5, okay, yeah, I guess maybe 6 episodes, each an hour, so it took 6 hours to get through the game, 6.5. So I hope you are content. Oh wait, no, we need to watch the ending. Duh. We need to make sure we watch the final cutscene before I just up and call it. Bro, that would suck. Woo! A Resident Evil eyeball. Look at that. Ew. There you go. 100% for that. Is that worth it? I think it was worth it. I mean, if you do how I did, then yeah. If you want the 100%. I have the whole gallery unlocked. I beat the game on hard too, so I'm pretty sure I 100%ed it on hard too as well. Let's look at some of the extras actually. And you don't see, if you don't beat the game on hard, you don't fully unlock the gallery. Soundtrack gallery. Woo! That's epic. It's soundtrack gallery. You got concept gallery, biology. Wow, that's cool. Look at the little dingy Metroids, little diddly dangs. Oh, it's like a brain. Ooh, that's cool. I guess I have like, because I'm only 46 minutes in, so I guess I have some time to actually look through the game's stuff, which is fun. Always fun. Is that Ridley? Is that... That's not Ridley. What is that thing? It is. Yeah. Cool. Is this from the original game? Yeah, this is from the original game. Hey, it's cool. Hey, it's my favorite guy. Here he is, a Skeleman. That's cool. That's a really cool. Man, I'm in the middle of doing a lot of designing for a series I'm writing. Comic series I'm writing. So a lot of this is really good inspiration too. And reference. What is that? Is that a Metroid on his back? Huh. Oh, is he using it to float around? That's cool. If that's what he's doing. And there's the Hunter Metroids. Really cool iteration. I love them. That's not what they looked like. Looks like a shark. They do look cool though. Either one. No. But the idea that they're all kind of... Everything on the planet is just out to get you. Not just because it's like nature or because it's wildlife, but just because they're all enraged by like Phazon. They're all infused with Phazon in their bodies and corrupted and stuff, which is really cool. What the? Oh, those are ghosts. Those are cool. That was kind of an awkward kind of thing for them all three to be. Whoa, dude. Okay, those wings are dope. Why don't they have the wings? Bro, I'd want that'd make me want to stick around. If all of a sudden I saw this open up, bro, that'd be dope. It's those little... Oh, dang. This is the old art, too. So, some of it is the old art, at least. Unless it's all the old art. I don't think that's what she looked like in the... Is that what she looked like in the original game? She looks a lot younger than I thought. But... No, she looks like someone from Oblivion or Skyrim. Okay, let's look at the new art. Biology Remastered, yes. Biology Remastered. Nice. Wow. It's our little red Tookus friend. Whoa, those are eyes on the front of them? What? That's cool, I didn't know that. I thought they... Are those eyes? I don't know, they're glowing like the eyes. Probably one of my favorite bosses, design-wise, in the game. One of them. I love how the two red circles on its head look like eyeballs. Like they clearly did that on purpose to make it look like a praying mantis, but then you go a bit further down and its eyes are actually right there. And it's like a skeleton face. Like the frog things from Dark Souls. Hey, that's cool. I love this whole thing that's going on. Lava's cool, man. Magma? Dude, magma's really cool. See, I never knew that the front of their face was like... I always thought it was just like that on the right. Even in the original, I didn't know they had eyes on their front of their face. I thought it was just like this guy with like eyes or something. You have the even rock is infused with face. So it's like this. That's really cool. So it's not just like the life forms that can be infused with Phazon. It's also the matter. It's like Phazon is a consciousness. So it takes control over whatever it is inhabiting, whatever it is, holding on to, corrupting. Right. Man. I love when we can do this. We can just look through these things. Oh my gosh, dude. Genius. Thank you. Man, I'm always going to come back to this game because this game is just terrific. It's amazing. If you haven't played this game and you for some reason watched this all the way through, man, I don't know what you're doing. You need to go get the game. This is just... Man, this is just the best game on the Switch right now. It really is. It looks the best. It runs the best. It's ahead of its time again. I've played Tears of the Kingdom, and man, I've gotten up in a tree. Man, that frame rate just dropped like 6 frames just from me being in that tree looking around. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to throw any judgment towards that game, but technically that game isn't really amazing. And at least compared to this game, I'm not talking like gameplay wise, because of course there's stuff in the new Zelda that's technically amazing, but graphics wise I don't think so. This game is where it's at. This game is fantastic. It's just so good. I'm most certainly biased for this game, and I don't feel at all ashamed of letting nostalgia, blind me if that's what's happening. I really don't care if this game is just a masterpiece. It is amazing. And I would even dare to say it is more of a masterpiece than Super Metroid. Yes, I said it. Because it is. Like, I can't... They're both the same game, right, in a sense. Because you have to backtrack. But, the one flaw that Super Metroid has is the grapple beam. And then this game, I don't have any. There's like none. I can't even think of any. It's just how much... If there is, and I mean honestly, dude, it's just how much patience do you have? Right, if you don't want to backtrack, then I mean you can't really use that argument. Some people use the argument that they don't like backtracking. But if we're talking score, music, Metroid Prime. If we're talking graphics, Metroid Prime. If we're talking gameplay, Metroid Prime. Super Metroid, and it really does matter. It really doesn't matter like what your preferences are too, because if you don't like first-person shooters, But you know, even then, it's like even if you don't like first-person shooters, like, what the heck? I mean, that's fine. But Metroid Prime isn't an FPS. It's first-person perspective, but it's a search action game. I think is what it's called. So yeah, it's first person, but it doesn't function or play the same way as a first-person shooter game. And you know that immediately by playing the game. But I don't know. You know, if you haven't beaten Metroid Prime, but you beat Metroid or Super Metroid, then I mean, as someone who's played them both extensively and beaten them both many times, you know, I have nostalgia for Super Metroid too, but Super Metroid's a bit more dated, and it did revolutionize. That's what it did. It revolutionized and established a genre. Right. But when you say Metroidvania, you don't think Metroid Prime, because Metroid Prime isn't a Metroidvania game. Metroidvanias are two person, 2D, right? 2D perspective. Look at this guy's teeth, bruh. But anyways, I will probably get a lot of flack for saying that this game is better than Super Metroid, but I mean, I don't know, dude. Super Metroid pioneered a genre, right? But that doesn't mean that, just because of that fact, doesn't mean that Metroid Prime isn't better in any other way. You know? I don't prefer first person to 2D or vice versa. I prefer Metroid, right? But when it comes to, man, franchise, the music in the Prime games is just unmatched, man. It's so good. It's amazing. I think my tortoise is ready for me to end the episode. Alright, well, thank you for watching again. If I've trailed off, I think I did. Oh well, thank you for watching. Come back again for the next one. Not next one. I don't know. If I'm gonna make another one, I might do Mega Man X 100% guide. We'll see. I might play through the second Metroid Prime if I have time, but I'm very busy working on work and working on a series I'm writing, so, which you'll definitely know about that when it comes to fruition, right? So be looking out for that. And yeah, mainly if you want me to play anything else and 100% it, make a guide of some kind, you know, leave a comment and do just that so that I can do it right. But anyways, thanks for, you know, being in this journey along with me, and I hope that you got something out of this. I did. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you on the next thing, whatever it is. So bye. Thanks for watching Tallon 4.